Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Impact Play, impacting more than just gaming. We are your one-stop news shop for the latest and greatest in gaming, tech, entertainment, sports, and music. We are amplifying voices from those respective fields, having the stories told here on the Impact Play. Join us as we record the show live over at twitch.tv the Impact Play, and by clicking on that notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live, or later on YouTube, or even on your favorite podcast platform. Just simply search for the Impact Play. However you consume your content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Your support keeps the lights running and keeps the content rolling. You can support us over at anchor.fm the Impact Play /support via Patreon or Silver Cruise and above. Get the show ad free, and Gold Cruise and above have exclusive access to not only the post show, but they can even call in to be a part of the live show experience and so much more. Learn more and become a Patreon supporter today at patreon.com the Impact Play, or by even using our creator code the Impact Play via the Epic Game Store. So for every purchase you make within the Epic ecosystem, when you use the creator code the Impact Play, and there's no case sensitivity here, all one word, we do get a commission to help support and further elevate the show and take us to newer heights and no extra cost to you. Again, the creator code the Epic Play, whether you're buying any V-Bucks on Rocket League, any V-Bucks on Fortnite, any car in Rocket League, no matter the platform, just use the credit code whenever it prompts you, and it'll just support the show. I'm your founder and show host, Mohammed, otherwise known as Izyagum. This is episode 142. On the agenda, we have even more companies are showing their support for Ukraine. Reviews for Gran Turismo 7 are in. This Steam Deck is having stick drift. Highlights from Mobile World Congress 2022. Apple could be releasing some new devices. Funimation and Crunchyroll are merging libraries. Jason Momoa is confirmed as the next villain in the next Fast and Furious film. NFL Combine 2022. The Heart Radio Music Awards. New music from Camila Cabello, Ed Sheeran, Zendaya, and more. Plus the top stories of the week. So welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what we have been playing, what we have been enjoying, essentially what we have been up to. So, I've been playing much more of Pokemon Unite. I've downloaded on my Android device, and it's also available on Apple devices as well as the Nintendo Switch. I've been having a blast with it. So essentially, my initial thoughts of it as soon as I heard of it, because it was inspired by League of Legends. And then what was the other game that branched off from League of Legends? Teamfight Tactics. I thought it was a similar game because I played Teamfight Tactics and I didn't enjoy it at all. So I assumed it was the same type of format. But no, it's actually more along the lines of League of Legends, but then it has its own unique turns and unique twists to it as well. So if you guys are interested in joining me there, I do live playthroughs every now and then on my own personal YouTube channel, youtube.com /Itsyagoo, ITSYAGOOH. A little self-promotion there. But nonetheless, I've been having a blast with it, and I've been having a blast with Destiny 2. With the new content and what have you. I'm hopefully planning to play it hopefully later on tonight, or if not by tomorrow. Then Rocket League, I haven't played that in a minute. I haven't played Rocket League in a minute. But I'll play into a match or two by tonight. That's it gaming wise, movie wise, TV show wise. I'm finally planning to watch Spider-Man No Way Home later on tonight. I'll definitely give my feedback on that at youtube.com /ImpactPlay for a spoiler cast. Since it's way past a month since the movie came out, so I'm assuming a lot of people have watched it, including myself. But nonetheless, that's it. Yeah, that's all I have. That's all I've been up to lately. So without further delay, we're gonna hop into the news, folks, and we're gonna start with the everything's going on with Ukraine, but essentially the companies that are rolling their support for Ukraine. So let's get into this, folks. So this first news story is coming over from gamesindustry.biz. EA is pulling Russian elements from a number of its games in the wake of the country's invasion of Ukraine. The EA Sports official FIFA Twitter account announced that it has initiated the process to remove the Russian national team as well as the Russian football clubs from its line of FIFA titles, including the NHL. So it's removing Russian and Belarusian national and club teams from the NHL 2022 over the coming weeks. After the International Ice Hockey Federation has suspended them from its competitions. And also, Russian tracks will also be removed from the company's F1 games. Next, another one from GamesIndustry.biz. Esports company ESL has announced that organizations with apparent ties to the Russian government will be banned from the upcoming ESL Pro League. In the statement shared on its website, ESL, that includes individuals or organizations under alleged or confirmed EU sanctions related to the conflict. It identified two teams to whom it applies at the time of writing: Virtus.pro and Gambit. However, players from these two teams will be able to compete if they don't represent the country or organization. Next one's coming from IGN. Microsoft has announced it will suspend sales of all its products and services in Russia. In a post by President Brad Smith, the company announced, "We are stopping many aspects of our business in Russia in compliance with government-sanctioned decisions. We believe we are most effective in aiding Ukraine when we take concrete steps in coordination with the decision being made by these governments, and we will take additional steps as this situation continues to evolve." And now, Amazon's MMORPG New World will not receive a Russian localization, with Amazon Games confirming that the decision is a direct response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Speaking with Tech Writer Gaming, Christopher Hartman, Vice President of Amazon Games, said, "We were looking into localizing New World for Russia, and we stopped that." Amazon spokesperson later confirmed to Tech Writer the decision is due to the ongoing war. Did he just freeze on me? Hold on, give me a second. I think it froze. It's weird. He just froze on me for a second. Okay, moving on. CD Projekt Red, the Polish-based developer of popular games like Cyberpunk 2077 and the operator of the GOG store, is cutting off sales of its product to Russia and Belarus in light of the Russian military invasion in our neighboring country of Ukraine. Under further notice, the CD Projekt Red group has made the decision to halt all sales of our games to Russia and Belarus, the company said via Twitter. Today, we are working with our partners to suspend digital sales and cease physical stock deliveries of CD Projekt Red Group products. Those are all games distributed on the GOG platform to the territories of Russia and Belarus. And it's also somewhere from Mashable. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and a slew of other big tech companies are continuing to take action over Russia's war in Ukraine. And now Apple has joined the response to the conflict. According to Apple, the company has stopped all product sales in Russia. Those in Russia who attempt to buy an iPhone, MacBook, or even any other Apple product via its online store are provided a delivery date that is currently unavailable. Apple also announced it has halted exports to Russia last week. The use of its Apple Pay mobile payment service has also been limited. While platforms like Facebook and YouTube are blocking Russia state media outlets in the EU, Apple has taken it a step further. The company announced it has removed apps for Russia Today and Sputnik News from the App Store outside Russia. In addition, Apple has removed traffic and live incidents from Apple Maps in Ukraine as a safety and precautionary measure for Ukrainian citizens. Spotify has removed content from Kremlin-backed RT and Sputnik and closes its Russia office. Coming from The Verge, as initially reported by Variety. And and it's also restricting the discoverability of content from other outlets affiliated with the Russian government. Reuters also reports that RT and its one content has been removed in several markets, including the United States and the European Union. All right. Samsung has stopped shipping products to Russia, coming from The Verge. Apple is suspending shipments of all its products to Russia, the company announced Friday, due to the current geopolitical developments. Shipments to Russia have been suspended, reads a statement from an unnamed Samsung rep via Samsung generic PR email address. We continue to actively monitor this complex situation to determine our next steps. And it's not just smartphones. Samsung's suspension includes products ranging from chips to smartphones and even consumer electronics, as originally sourced from Bloomberg. And lastly, coming from Billboard, as the Russian assault on Ukraine stretched onto its second week, a member of the Russian feminist punk band Pussy Riot teamed up with Ukraine DAO to offer an NFT on the under siege nation's flag that has raised more than 6.7 million for relief to date. The company earmarked for the country's defensive came from Ukraine's government announced that it will accept crypto donations in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT to defense efforts. According to our organization, this is the largest NFT-based crypto contribution to Ukraine's war efforts to date, and was organized after Putin massed more than 100,000 troops on the country's border and launched an offensive that has reportedly killed dozens of civilians over the past week. And even premiere such as the Batman has not reached Russia as well. So that's it on the Ukraine on companies that are showing the support for Ukraine, which is such a tremendous effort as well. But now we're going to move on to a little bit of gaming news that we have here. Here's a report coming from roadtovr.com. It's widely thought that the PSVR 2, Sony's next generation VR headset for the PlayStation 5, is expected to release sometime in the last half of 2022, which would position it as a pretty tempting gift for the holiday season. Now, a report from a noted PSVR leaker, PSVR without parole, alleges the headset will launch instead in early 2023. So he's citing that credible sources have stated that it'll ship sometime in Q1 of 2023. Which is actually fine. If it's not ready, you don't have to meet certain deadlines, which a lot of companies still haven't learned their lesson. So should I name 2, Cyberpunk, or even Battlefield 2042? But yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be phenomenal when it does release, though. Bandcamp is joining Epic Games, coming from Bandcamp's blog. I'm excited to announce Bandcamp is joining Epic Games, as you may know as the makers of Fortnite and Unreal Engine, and champions of fair and open internet. Bandcamp will keep operating as a standalone marketplace and music community, and I will continue to lead our team. The products and services you depend on aren't going anywhere. We'll continue to build Bandcamp around the artist's first revenue model, where artists net an average of 82% off of every sale. You also have the same control over how you offer your music. Bandcamp Fridays will continue as planned. As a daily, we'll keep highlighting the diversity, amazing music on the site. However, behind the scenes, we're working with Epic to expand international and push development forward across Bandcamp. From basics like our album pages, mobile apps, merch tools, payment system, and serve and discovery features, to new initiatives like our vinyl pressing and live streaming services. But that's a nice little acquisition from Epic. So, this one's coming over from GameSpot. Capcom has announced that both Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remix alongside Resident Evil 7 are coming to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles later this year. While no specific release date has been revealed, Capcom confirmed that these updated versions will have visual enhancements. Furthermore, those who already own the games on either the PS4 or Xbox One are eligible for free digital upgrades to the new versions. As for PC as well, free upgrade packages will also be released when the next generation console versions launch. That's great on Capcom's side. Speaking of next generation, Rockstar Games is launching Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles on March 15th. And many are wondering when the studio would reveal new details, and we have these here. So, including, of course, graphics and frame rate increases. We have a fidelity mode, even a performance mode as well, or even a performance RT mode. It's a middle ground between fidelity and performance that includes upscaled 4K resolution with ray tracing at 60 frames per second. And even GTA Online is getting new updates as well as new contents in the form of additional vehicles from HAO's Special Works. Encompasses the best-in-class upgrades and new class of races, utilizing special modified vehicles in a weekly rotation of HAO's Special Works time trials, alongside with a premium test ride where you can get behind the wheel of these newly modified vehicles for free. And then safe transfers. So concerning character transfers, players can transfer their progress from GTA 5 story mode and GTA Online from the PS4 or Xbox One to the next iteration consoles. The one-time migration option is available to initiate now, with different instructions for GTA 5 and GTA Online. So with GTA 5, players can upload their save to Rockstar Games Social Club. To begin this process, enter GTA 5 on your current console account and go to the Games tab of the pause menu. From there, select the upload save game option. Please note you can only store the game save per platform at a time, and saves will remain available to download for 90 days. For GTA Online transfers, it seems a little simpler. Loading up GTA Online at the first time on the PS5 or Xbox Series consoles, players will be presented the opportunity to migrate their characters' GTA money, progression, stats, vehicles, properties, weapons, clothing, and user-created jobs. And then digital will come March 15th, and hold on. Oh, okay. So the update will be released on March 15th. Pre-orders and preloading begins March 8th. Games will only be sold digitally until some point in April. Until when physical versions are planned for release, more details will be shared later on a later date. So let's go down their part. So I'll hop into it and check it out once it releases. We have some more news in regards to Activision Blizzard. So a family of an Activision Blizzard employee who died by suicide back in 2017 suing the company for a wrongful death. The company from Janet and Paul Poynihan claims that sexual harassment of the company was a significant factor in the death of their daughter Carrie Moynihan, a 32-year-old financial manager at Activision Blizzard who was found dead at an Activision company retreat back in 2017. In a report from the Washington Post, Moynihan's parents filed a wrongful death lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court. And according to a report, Moynihan is the employee reference in the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing. Also was filed back in July of last year. So as soon as we get any updates, we'll definitely update you guys forward as well. So we have a review roundup for Gran Turismo 7 via GameSpot. One of the biggest racing games of the year is finally out this week. And if you're looking to see if Gran Turismo 7 has what it takes to maintain the lead in the track, reviews for the simulator racing title have gone live. The reception has been mostly positive thus far, praising Gran Turismo 7's immersive visuals, accurate handling, and rock-solid fundamentals. So let's see. GameSpot is a review in progress and gave it an 8 out of 10. VGA 247 gave it a 5 out of 5. Eurogamer unscored but had this to say. Half-met promises and some missing features feels like part of the modern Gran Turismo experience expected by fans. But for the first time in several ages, this feels like a Gran Turismo that's worthy of being a modern blockbuster. It's appealing, breaking out well beyond cultish car nerds like myself. It's some twist, arrestingly gorgeous thing that most importantly retains its aesthetics under the graphical showcase and does its level best to make a car enthusiast out of anyone in its orbit. IGN a 9 out of 10. Games rated a 4.5 out of 5. The game are 5 out of 5, and a VGC 3 out of 5. So, this is coming from The Verge. The first batch of Steam decks is starting to arrive to the unlucky few who could order them on Friday, and a handful of owners have reported stick drift on their devices. But Valve now tells us what's going on is a dead zone calibration issue, which indicates that this is a software problem, not a hardware one, and that the team has already shipped a fix for it. Joking on drift, we're already aware of what it is, but yeah. That's kind of their part. It looks like it was software, not hardware. I have yet to receive my confirmation email at all. So who knows when I'll receive mine. And apparently, playing Destiny 2 on the Steam Deck via its Linux-based OS will get you banned. Steam Deck is not supported to play on the Steam Deck or any system utilizing. Once I get this, Steam Deck, Steam's plays Proton unless Windows is installed and running. Players who attempt to launch Destiny 2 on the Steam Deck through the Steam OS or Proton will be unable to enter the game, will be returned to the game library after a short time. Players who attempt to bypass Destiny 2 compatibility will be met with the game ban. Coming from Bungie's Steam Guide. And now, as reported originally by Warrior64. Microsoft will soon allow you to play keyboard and mouse for via cloud gaming, which is fine. Finally. So, Newman spilled the beans in a flight simulator video Q&A via Windows Central, where he says it will be a platform. It will be a platform level support, meaning theoretically, any Xbox Cloud game could offer mouse and keyboard control. He's not sure when it's coming, but it's coming. And Twitch has introduced new rules to stop channels from consistently sharing misinformation. The company's policy update will target streamers who consistently make false claims on and off Twitch regarding protected groups, health issues, including COVID-19, public emergencies, and misinformation that promotes violence or diminishes civic systems such as election results. Well, that came from via IGN as well. So we're done with your gaming play, folks. Now we're going to move on to tech. Apple is set to host a peak performance event on March 8th as of this recording. The event will broadcast at apple.com from the tech giant's Cupertino headquarters at 10 a.m. Pacific or even 1 p.m. Eastern for everyone here in Atlanta. So we could be seeing some iPhone SE devices, a new updated iPad, a new Mac, or even a new Mac Mini. So we'll keep you posted once we have some official details as well, once everything becomes official. Speaking of Apple, Apple might be working on a foldable device. The Apple's looking into the idea of a foldable notebook, likely the 20 inches or more in size. But this is just a report that they're looking into displays. Or even something more along the lines as a foldable tablet, where I believe Windows has a surface that actually folds, where you actually type on the screen. So they might be working on something like that, but this is just speculation at this moment. So nothing official. Next, we have the biggest news from Mobile World Congress 2022, coming from Tom's Guide. So there weren't that much devices. Most of these are mobile. So, and ahead of Mobile World Congress, we highlighted that the Samsung Galaxy released the Galaxy S22, as well as the new tablet. But they did release a new laptop, dubbed the Samsung Book 2 Pro 360. With little upgrades, the OnePlus announced the OnePlus 10 Pro. It's coming to global markets in March. TCL released a concept of a device, a fold and roll. Oppo showed off it's a wearable, the Air Glass, which is something similar to Google Glass, but even more obvious. But yeah. But the TCL Ultra Flex can fold both ways instead of Samsung's Fold 3, where it only folds one way. All right. And speaking of Mobile World Congress, ByteDance's parent company TikTok and VR headset creators Pico Interactive announced that it's partnering up with Qualcomm, something that could help the chipmaker better diversify as the mixed reality industry continues to expand. During Qualcomm's keynote, he said that Meta brought a significant scale with the release of its popular standalone VR headset Quest 2. But that's about it. We have nothing here. That will allow creators to make 3D application for smartphone tethered AR glasses. Okay, speaking of VR and AR, HTC is reported looking to bring a flagship Android phone as early as next month. The news originally comes from Taiwan's DigiTimes that has been written via GSM Arena. It will focus on VR and AR with deep integrations to HTC's own open source metaverse platform dubbed the Viviverse. So that's all we have for you. But they're working on a device, unfortunately. Give me a moment. They were originally reported back in February that Steam Deck is offering official replacements as well as replacement parts or via iFixit. And now the plans to offer Steam Deck replacement parts this summer. If you guys are looking for that, you'd have to wait a little bit. So apparently, Twitter is working on a podcast tab. Once they do, we'll definitely share this podcast there as well. We just have to see what Twitter does. That's all it is. And apparently, the tweet that was originally reported from is no longer available. And Sony and Honda have revealed plans to jointly make and sell electric vehicles. I said electronic. So wait, did I say Sony? Yeah, Sony. Okay. Let's see. So the new company formed by the two could be behind everything from design and development to sales of the resulting new EVs. But Honda would manufacture the cars on their behalf. Sony will supply the mobile service products for its use. That's all we have for you, though. So, Velocopter, the startup of the southern Germany, Brussels, that has been developing electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, and a business model for operating them in taxi-style fleet in urban areas, has picked up another big round of funding as it inches closer to its first commercial launches. It raised $170 million in funding. That is said it will be used to kick off its first air taxi services, which noted in an announcement in cities like Singapore, Rome, and Paris. So it's essentially just a personal helicopter-like device. So we'll see how this takes off, though. All right, we're done with tech, folks. Now we're going to move on to entertainment. Before we do, I'm going to take a little coffee shot, which is my secret weapon. From Forto. Which is available now on Amazon. Okay. Now I'm going to get into it, folks. Let's see. Control. Okay, here we go. The anime world is about to get shaken to its core. We have two of its top companies to thank. At last, Funimation and Crunchyroll are expanding their merger to bring anime to fans in a new way. A new report confirmed Funimation's expensive library of titles are headed to Crunchyroll. Starting now, Crunchyroll subscribers will be able to watch series once only available on Funimation. It will come at no additional cost. According to a report, new and existing Crunchyroll users will gain access to content once exclusive to Funimation subscribers as of March 1st, a total of 40,000 plus subbed and dubbed episodes from Funimation are now available to stream over on Crunchyroll. More will be added to the catalog in the coming weeks, but there's still a lot left over that it's not fully crossed over, such as Dragon Ball Z, which I tried to look for myself. But yeah. iCarly releases a new season 2 trailer, a poster, and even a date. It'll come exclusively to Paramount Plus in the US, Canada, Latin America, Australia, and the Nordics. Let's see. Where is the thingy? On April 8th. The Twisted Metal series is slowly coming together. It's finally found a new home on Peacock. The NBC Universal streaming service has announced that a video game adaptation will be landing on the service, which does not have a release date at this time. And then we initially reported that the Futurama reboot, or say revival, will not feature Bender. Now it is. So this is going from The Verge. John DiMaggio is officially set to return to voice Bender in Hulu's revival of Futurama. So, actor Jason Momoa has confirmed that he's playing the role of the villain in the 10th Fast and Furious film. According to Entertainment Weekly, as originally reported by Entertainment Tonight, I should say, about his new role and will confirm the nature of his role. But it's official, folks, since we initially, it was revealed that he's in talks to become the next villain, but it looks like it's official now. Kraven the Hunter, a film that is part of Sony's Spider-Man cinematic universe, has cast the many saints of Newark's Alessandro Navallo as the villain. As reported by Deadline, no further details were revealed about Navallo's character, but we know he will be joining the cast. New Alien movies in the works, with the filmmaker behind Don't Breathe and 2013's remake of Evil Dead, has been tapped to write and direct an original standalone Alien feature for 20th Century Studios. Ridley Scott, who directed the original sci-fi horror film released back in 1979. Yeah, we'll see how this fares out once it releases. So apparently Verizon has announced that it's launching a new platform in partnership with Netflix, Peloton, Disney Plus, and other streamers as a help for customers to discover, purchase, and manage some of its favorite subscriptions called Plus Play, the platform will launch with a select group of customers and brands at the end of the month, with the wider launch planned later on this year. So Plus Play will centralize streaming subscription service with no additional cost to Verizon subscribers. So it's not like you get access to these subs. So apparently you get a discount for Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus bundle. But it doesn't look like it's unification. It looks like it's going to be like a platform where you could manage your subscription, which means it's like how Amazon Prime is, where you could have different subscriptions within Amazon Prime. You could add more if you like, but it's essentially no different. But yeah. So apparently, Apple is going to produce a new streaming series inspired by the original 1972 classic. Mr. Robot creator Sam Esmail will apparently write, direct, and executive produce and star on a new Metropolis show for Apple TV, plus part of Spinell's overall deal with Universal Content Productions. Disney Plus is adding a cheaper and ad-supported subscription tier later this year, which is literally no point of it. If you're still gonna watch ads, literally no point of it at all. But yeah, and then Netflix shows are finally coming to Disney Plus. Netflix original Marvel shows such as Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, The Punisher, and even The Defenders. And Marvel's Agents of Shield. And let's go to these Batman reviews. So the variety. Pattinson is the most sullen of the actors to have played the character, which reads as a kind of Daredevil nihilism whenever he's in costume. He doesn't seem fearless so much as ambivalent about whether he lives or dies. Once the cowl comes off, however, Pattinson's interpretation gets more intriguing. Brooding and withdrawals, he's damaged loner and with unresolved data issues, siding with all kinds of complicated emotional trauma. The Hollywood Reporter. The biggest dividend of Reeves' approach to go-to Batman Bruce himself, with Pattinson playing himself as a sorrowful, almost desperate man, including to his all these reviews are just talking about the character he's playing. That's it. And there's a couple of them that are, because it was a PG-13 rating, it didn't allow the freedom of an R-rated film. But we'll see once we once I actually watch that and actually give my spoiler review on that as well. So we have your 2022 Screen Actors Guild Awards winners were announced Sunday, evening across the Actors Guild's live ceremony where the industry union lifted up major Oscar contenders and popular TV series and a healthy dose of surprises thrown in. Apple TV Plus's Best Picture nominated Coda, excuse me, earned the biggest award of the night, with Marlee Matlin, the only deaf actress in history to have won an Oscar, praising SAG for validating the work of deaf performers in her emotional acceptance speech. Jessica Chastain and Will Smith both received huge boosts to their respective Oscar campaigns with lead victories at the SAG Awards, with Ariana DeBose taking home the Supporting Actress trophy. Through the power of the dogs, Cody Smith McPhee was expected to be the solo supporting actor win. Coda's Troy Kotsur instead pulled off a category upset to become the first deaf actor to win an individual SAG award. On the TV side, Squid Game has earned 3 wins, including 2 solo victories for stars Lee Jung-jae, Ho Yeon-jung, while Netflix's Korean action thriller series Stunt Ensemble was also honored. The cast of HBO Succession, Apple TV Plus's Ted Lasso triumphed as their respective dramatic and comedic categories, while Jen Smart from Hacks, Kat Winston from Mayor of Easttown, Michael Keaton of Dopestick, and Jason Sudeikis from Ted Lasso were also among the notable individual TV winners. That's it for that. We're not gonna actually notate the actual individual winners, but you just highlighted them, the highlights of the show essentially. So we're done with entertainment, folks, and now I'm gonna move on to sports. And WNBA champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist Brittany Griner has been detained in Russia and could face up to 10 years in prison after a customs officer found vapes containing hashish oil in her luggage back in February, reports say. Back in February, and we're hearing about this now, so who knows how long she's been in custody. The Russian Federal Customs Service released a statement Saturday confirming that an American 2-time Olympic basketball champion had been taken into custody in February after a narcotics dog at Sheremetyevo International Airport in Moscow alerted the athlete's luggage. After initially scanning the bag, the customs officer noticed vapes. A translation of the statement said the experts found the cartridges for them contain liquid with harsh oil. That's what a vape is. But the agency released a video of the incident that appeared to show Griner going through security. According to a statement, Griner could face anywhere between 5 to 10 years if found guilty. Her agent told ESPN in a statement on Saturday that it was an ongoing legal matter, and they are in talks with the WNBA and the NBA. And WNBA also told the outlet that Griner has the league's full support and her safe returns is their top priority. On Sunday, March 6th, AEW Revolution, an Elite Wrestling's first major event of 2022, arrives on pay-per-view. The show will feature 12 matches, which includes all 4 Hold on, this already happened, so give me a second. So I got the wrong one. Give me 1 second. So when is it happening? Apparently it's a prediction. Let me see. Let's say the date. Let me see. It's happening now. The pre-show's happening now. Or not. No. Yes, it is happening tonight, the pre-show. So it's not, so. And the actual pay-per-view is going to start at 8 p.m. tonight. Okay, I'm like, huh? I said March 6th, and I didn't realize that today's March 6th. Oh, that's funny, but yeah. So once we have this thing comes to a close, we're definitely up to you guys on the next show. A moment, folks. Okay. All right, let's keep moving on. Okay, let's see. So you could watch it on, I guess, Warner Media for broadcasting rights on pay-per-view. So it'll not be streaming it to HBO Max, and instead it'll be available for purchase on Bleacher Report. So we have Hook via will take on QT Marshall. Layla Hirschish will take on Chris Statlander. Jade Cargill will take on Tony Conti Singles for the AEW TBS Championship. Drade El Idol, Matt Hardy, and Ezia Cassidy will take on Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin. Jurassic Express will take on their Red Dragon and the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team Championship. Brian Danielson will take on John Moxley, and Chris Jericho will take on Eddie Kingston. Keith Lee will take on Marlo. Powerhouse Hobbs, Rick Starks, Archie Cassidy, Christian Cage, or Ethan Page for a future AEW TNT Championship match. Dr. Britain Baker, DMD, will take on Thunder Rose for the AEW Women's World Championship. CM Punk will take on MJF for the Dark Collar match, and Hangman Adam Page will take on Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. So let us know your predictions. If you guys are interested in this, let us know in the comment section on this live show, or even on sending us a reader mail, and we'll get into that towards the end of the show. I'll let you guys. Definitely, I'll let you guys know how you can send us reader mail. And now, the NFL Combine is actually going on now. If you guys are aware. So this is the last day. It'll take place from 2 to 7 Eastern. So the NFL has invited 324 players to participate. And the invitees are decided by the Combined Player Selection Committee, which is comprised of directors of both national and BLESTO scouting services and members of various NFL player server personnel departments. So it's essentially like a draft, where not like a draft, more like if they get drafted into the NFL. Depending on their performance. So we have the 40-yard dash, the bench press, vertical jump, bar jump, the 3-cone drill, 20-yard shuttle, and the 60-yard shuttle, which I did not know this was a thing until just recently. And the highlight of the show. Hold on. No, this isn't actually. This is something else. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is at the crossroads in his NFL career. The reigning league MVP is reportedly torn on where he wants to play in 2022, as he continues to mull the possibility of leaving the Green Bay Packers at some point in the offseason. And originally reported by Pro Football Talk, Rodgers has specific deals lined up with other teams, and those clubs could have a compensation lined up with the Packers. So it's slated that it could be either the Broncos, the Titans, or even the Steelers as possibilities. Thank you, CPL Sports, for that. Done with your sports play, folks. Now I'm going to move on to music. The Weekend has unveiled its After Hours Till Dawn North America tour dates. With Doja Cat. So tickets are on sale. We'll go on sale on March 10th at 10 a.m. And then let's see. So it'll start July 6th in Toronto, and will end on December 2nd in Los Angeles. So we'll make home. He'll definitely be in Philly, New York, Chicago, DC, Tampa, Miami, Atlanta. So I might see him in Atlanta in August. Las Vegas, Vancouver, in as well as other cities. So we have new music from Camelo, featuring Ed Sheeran in Bam Bam. The Baby and Young Boy Never Broke Again, Better Than You. Dominique Fike and Zendaya's and Elliott song. Zendaya hasn't released a new song in a while. Machine Gun Kelly with Lil Wayne and I. King Young and What It Means to Be King. Kanye Brown and Leave You Alone. And Kendrick Lamar has added another performance to his schedule with the announcement of Glastonbury's Festival 2022 lineup. So the Kendrick will headline the festival alongside Colin McCarthy and Billie Eilish, which is set to take place between June 22nd and June 26th. I was waiting. I just started for a minute. I'm like, huh? Sorry about that, folks. But the festival closed on Sunday night in front of over 200,000 people. Other artists include Diana Ross, Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, TLC, Burna Boy, and Herbie Hancock, with more, said to be announced in the coming months. LL Cool J is set to host the iHeartRadio Music Awards, and Jennifer Lopez is set to be honored for the Icon Award. But where's the date on it? Did I just get rid of it? Ugh, give me a second. Let me open that back up, folks. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Let's see. So it'll take place March 22nd in Los Angeles on Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, with a tape delay, of course. It'll be broadcasted on iHeartRadio music station nationwide and the app as well. And we did that already. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Forgot about this. So we have Rolling Loud Miami, the lineup for 2022. Headliners are Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, and Future. And it'll take place July 22nd to the 24th. So apparently, Jamie Foxx is seizing a next step with Kanye West. So we'll see what new stuff they're cooking up. And we have the Wireless Festival has just announced its 2022 headliners. It'll take place across 3 separate sites. One in Finsbury Park, Crystal Palace, and one in Birmingham. And acts across 3 days. From July 1st to the 3rd, A$AP Rocky, J. Roll, and Tyler in the Creator will be headlining at Crystal Palace Park. The following weekend from July 8th through the 10th, Cardi B, SZA, and Nicki Minaj will headline at the Finsbury Park. Meanwhile, in the same weekend, Dave, Cardi B, and J. Cole will headline outdoors at the Birmingham NEC. So it looks like that's all the news we have for you, folks. I'm going to check see if we have any last minute breaking news or any news noteworthy announcements as well. Just bear with me for just a bit. Okay, I think we got the majority of it, folks. Samsung has reportedly been hacked by the same group that attacked Nvidia last week. According to Bleeping Computer, the hacking group has released almost 190 gigs of confidentiality data and code from a number of Samsung projects, including biometric data, source code of Samsung activation servers, and a full source code for technology used for authorizing and authenticating Samsung accounts. So that sucks. And apparently, Astrobot lands in Fall Guys on March 8th. Nope. Let's see what else we got here. So Amazon Luna is now officially available in the US. If you're an Amazon Prime member, it means you can jump into the service right now to try it at no additional cost. But it's not that simple, as there are a few extra different ways to use Amazon Luna. Not all of them are still free. If you're a Prime member, feel free to head over to Prime Gaming to check out the first few weeks you can stream. So you can't really purchase games like Stadia, but it's mostly a subscription service. Let's see what else we got here. Nothing here. Let's see. Oh, that's about it. That's all we have, folks. So, you guys are interested in sending us free mail? Here's how you could contact us. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, and even questions that you may have for us by sending us radio mail on the Discord server, leaving a voice note over at the anchor.fm /TheImpactPlay, or even by sending us an email to radiomail@theimpactplay.com. Who knows, we even be featured on a featured episode or even a special radio mail segment of the show. So thank you guys so much for making the Impact Play part of your day. We should join our community server over on Discord. Sure to enter exclamation Discord and chat now. And guys, we're trying to unlock subs over on Twitch and we need your help. Share the channel with your friends, your family, anyone who believes you benefit from the show. And leave us a review using on your favorite platform. So thank you guys so much. Have a great one. And for all of you go to Cruise and above over on Patreon, I'll see you on the poster. For everyone else, have a great one.